estudiantes, bienvenidos a mi casa. Welcome to my home. Today I will be talking you through your tarea para el día. Your task today is to go around your house and find 8 objetos en la casa. And then you are going to make a video in which you will demonstrate your knowledge of prepositions of location by describing where the objects are in relation to each other. You will need to use all 8 prepositions of location that we learned about last week. And you will also need to use the verb estar. Before I get going on giving you a demonstration of what your video might look like, I'd like to quickly review the verb estar with you. So remember, we learned the verb estar in comparison to the verb ser earlier on this year. We talked about how the verb estar is used when we're talking about emotions, location, condition. And then we also talked about the verb ser, which we use a lot of the time to describe characteristics of people or places, origin, as in where somebody is from, sort of essential attributes of people, places, and things. Whereas with the verb estar, we're talking about conditions, like current conditions of people or things, and also locations or positions of things. We learned about the acronym doctor place. So with the verb ser, we like to remember the acronym doctor because when we're using ser, which means, as we know, to be, we're using that verb to describe what does the D stand for? I'm losing my mind. Date. There we go. Wow. Okay, I definitely have quarantine brain right now. So we use the verb ser, which means to be, to talk about date, origin, characteristics, time, occupation, and relationship. So that's the acronym doctor. With the verb estar, which also means to be, which can be a little bit confusing, we have 2 verbs that mean to be, we use to talk about position, location, actions in progress, conditions, and emotions. So that's the acronym place. All right, so we have doctor for ser, place for star. So hopefully that jogged your memory a little bit. Definitely jogged mine. Also, the conjugations of the verb estar. We reviewed those last week in the PowerPoint that I sent you in Google Classroom, but I'll do a quick review with you right now. Yo form of estar, estoy. Yo estoy means I am. So for example, yo estoy en mi casa. I am in my house. That would be an example of location from the L in place. 2, estás. Triste, for example. You are sad. So that is an example of using the verb estar to describe emotion, which is the E of the acronym place. Él or ella está, or usted está, meaning he or she is, or you formal are. So for example, you could say, ella está encima de el sofá, for example. She is on top of the sofa. And right now, when I say she, I'm referring to my dog Nellie. She is lying on the sofa right now. She is on top of the sofa. So again, that would be an example of using the verb estar when we're talking about position. All right, I'm describing her position. So that's the P of the acronym place. let's do nosotros. Nosotros estamos. We are. So an example of that would be nosotros estamos en Google Classroom, for example. We are in Google Classroom. We're talking about our location. That's where we are. Then we have the vosotros form. Vosotros estáis. Y'all are. So for example, vosotros estáis entusiasmados. You all are feeling enthusiastic or excited. So that would be describing the emotions of people. So that would be the E in the acronym place. Then we have ellos, ellas, ustedes, están. Ellos and ellas means they, so they are. And then ustedes is you all formal, so ustedes están means you all are. So for example, if I wanted to say ellos están en la calle, they are in the street. Right now I'm watching my neighbors walk their dog out in the street. So I would say ellos están en la calle, because that is their location, the L in the acronym place. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on my example of what your video might look like. Again, this is just a guide, so you don't have to do your video the same way that I'm doing it. There are a number of ways to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and do my 8 sentences using 8 prepositions of location. And suggestion, you might want to write down your sentences and put them in front of you somewhere so that you make sure that you have done all 8. That's what I did. I made a little note to myself right here underneath my camera so that I make sure that I don't forget any of my prepositions of location. All right, so I found 8 objetos en mi casa. So the 8 objetos that I found in my casa are la vela, candle, la planta, plant, los pañuelos, tissues, las pantuflas, slippers, slippers, los cuadernos, notebooks, la taza, with tortugas on it, which is a mug with turtles, el libro, book, la historia del español, go figure, and finally, la foto, a photo. All right, número 1. La planta está al lado del libro. La planta está al lado del libro. Número 2. El libro está debajo de la planta. El libro está debajo de la planta. Número 3. Los pañuelos están lejos de las pantuflas. Los pañuelos están lejos de las pantuflas. Número 4. Los pañuelos están cerca de las pantuflas. Los pañuelos están cerca de las pantuflas. Notice that I switched over from using the form está to están because I'm describing los pañuelos, which is plural, right? And same with las pantuflas are plural. So be careful of what form you're using the verb estar. Okay, número 5. La taza está entre la foto y la vela. La taza está entre la vela y la foto. Número 6. La vela. Oops. Or no, la taza. Número 6. La taza está encima de los cuadernos. La taza está encima de los cuadernos. My screen went black. Let me just fix that. Okay, there we go. All right, número 7. La vela está delante de los cuadernos. La vela está delante de los cuadernos. Y número 8. La foto está detrás de los cuadernos. La foto está detrás de los cuadernos. So, those were my 8 frases about objects and where they are in relation to each other. So please make sure that you review your prepositions of location and the verb estar before you begin, maybe practice, and make sure that you're also showing me the objects so that I can make sure that your sentences are correct. If you have any other questions, please feel free to email me or drop in on my Zoom office hours. I hope that you're all staying healthy and happy and safe, and I can't wait to see you guys soon, whenever that may be. All right, abrazos y besos. Adios.